And senators returning to Capitol Hill this week, where they'll tackle President Trump's spending bill that he dubbed the Big Beautiful Bill. It already passed the Republican-led House last month. The legislation would provide trillions of dollars in tax cuts while slashing federal support for programs like food stamps and Medicaid. As we take a live look at the Capitol this morning, Jen Sullivan reports on the bill's uphill battle in the Senate chamber.
Lawmakers return to Capitol Hill this week, and senators will be busy taking on President Donald Trump's ambitious spending bill that's being called the Big Beautiful Bill.
The president is very proud of the One Big Beautiful Bill, and he wants to see it pass. He wants the Senate to get to work on it and send it to his desk as quickly as possible.
The sweeping legislation slashes taxes and federal spending. It narrowly passed the Republican-led House last month, Democrats voting against it.
This bill actually hurts everyday Americans in order to reward billionaires.
The bill that passed the House makes cuts to programs like SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which provides food stamps for roughly 42 million Americans. It also would require Medicaid recipients ages 19 to 64 to work, volunteer, go to school, or participate in a job training program at least 80 hours a month to obtain or maintain coverage.
This Republican budget bill is an absolute disaster for the country, in particular for middle class and poor people.
Republicans are hoping the bill will help cover some of the country's massive deficit. The Congressional Budget Office says that over 8 years, the legislation would add another $3.8 trillion to the already huge U.S. debt. The Trump administration says that isn't true.
It doesn't increase the deficit or hurt the debt. In fact, it lowers it by $1.4 trillion.
President Trump has said he would like the legislation to clear the Senate by July 4th, but that may be an optimistic timeline.
And a new budget proposal would slash NIH funding by 40%. The Health and Human Services budget for fiscal year 2026 allocates $27.5 billion for the National Institutes of Health, down from this year's funding. The CDC and FDA would also face major cuts under the proposal.